Don't be the Rex eyebrow. Good evening on this increasingly dark, hot, sticky, uncomfortable early summer, early June. This is Vincenzo'S Go Crypto Investing, where you like, subscribe, and share for a one-of-a-kind, probability-based trading alert and the Rex eyebrow. Vincenzo'S Go Crypto Investing, where you like, subscribe, and share for a one-of-a-kind, company-made, probability-based trading alert, technical analysis, company philosophy, as we're your most trusted source in blockchain technology and cryptocurrency breaking news and coin updates on YouTube and here in the cryptocurrency sphere, as we brought old truth and integrity. That's right, old Vincenzo's brought truth and integrity back into the cryptocurrency and blockchain technology sphere, right? And as we look here, you can see Shiba coin is now trying to come back up. I remember the last time we were in this, we came to the top of that white support or the green support zone, and then we got rejected. As Shiba, you might try to make another run up on this brief technical analysis on this coin to the top part of this green support box at 2938. Be on the lookout for that. Dent, we haven't talked about in a while. You can see again, just like the last time we talked about, the last time we talked about Dent, it was bouncing off, trying to bounce off the shithouse, right? Because Dent got down into the shithouse and was the first coin to get back down into here, into the shithouse from when it was way high. Then we had a huge pump that we telegraphed for you guys, and Dent called it beautifully back in the summer, and then we got bearish from right here. And Dent, when we broke the 200 day in November of 21, we got ultimately bearish. And Jerome, my man that just commented about the woolly mammoth that was found in Michigan, and he was doing some things up around the greater Michigan area, right? He always has fascinating comments, Jerome, right? And I hope, besides a couple times, I remember a few months ago, we had a little pump that we called out. But ever since November, we've been telling Jerome and anybody else that loves Dent, like Jerome has been a valuable contributor and commenter with fascinating stories in this channel for a very long time. And we were very bearish on Dent. So we sidestepped this flush in Dent. As back here, when it's dripped below the 200 day, we got very bearish, right? And then it bounced off the shithouse and got rejected. It's been repeatedly getting rejected. And what you need to have here happen, as you're seeing these moving averages tighten right now in the 50. It's trying to get hold on the 50. It got rejected by the 100. As you need to hold support on the 100 or the 50, and then you can bounce, right? And try to make a run up here like the last time we were talking, and try to get into this 200-day moving average at 3819, which is very possible. But if you break in the 3 or the 4 hour time frame, the 200-day moving average, which you have. This is why I love the 3 hour time frame or the 4 hour. And you can see now we were bouncing on the 50 in the daily. And now if we're in the 4 hourly, we've broken through with a nice pump through the 200. And now we're sitting on the 50 up here, which is bullish. And then the 200 is trending up. As long as we maintain this 200-day moving average in the 3 or the 4 hour time frame, Jerome and anybody else that likes Dent, that's very bullish. And I'd be looking for this to trade up, right? If you can hold that 200 day. And then your next target would be the 3819 that we just talked about, right? And then if we look at the normal coins, the Bitcoin, we talked last night, we made a bold forecast and a bold call. If you watch that video, Crypto Insider reveals market manipulation and insider trading, right? And a Crypto Insider, me, has broken that. We made a bold call last night, and we put out a new call, which is going to be underneath support. The current day is right there, 42,000. About 9 minutes into that video, we made a call that said we were going to flush down, right? Let's go actually take a look back at this. We're going to start doing some advertising, right? Self-advertising. We're going to go into this video.
You're going to be forced to work to take it, and you did, or by being scared into taking it, you really need to wake up, right? Because there was no reason to take a vaccine if you were back test. He back tested it, you held it, got rejected now by this, became resistant. That's, you got to note. see, Vincenzo made a bold call, and what we're going to do is we're going to take a quick flashback look as we're going to continue to do this to highlight and to emphasize the technical analysis that old Vincenzo, that's right, me, that's right, I'm talking to you and trying to prove and earn your trust as we're showing you these bold calls. We're going to go back and look at what we put in our video last night on an exclusive update, right? So he's got with the dynamite intro right here. Bold call by Vincenzo. By just to tell. Right here, we did a bold prediction last night, right, to give you out ahead of the competition, right? That's a very scary thing. But as we digress, you can see Bitcoin still consolidating. The last time we talked about this on the 1 minute time frame, we're going to zoom out a little bit more. It's been a long day. We had an injury at work. Turned out not to be too severe, but it could have been very bad, right? So that's why there wasn't any updates today. And there's going to be major repercussions from that, and we'll see what happens, right? But what it's looking to me like Bitcoin now, right, is we've been on the top side of this blue, right there, blue fib circle, and we talked about how we consolidated when we were in here the other day, and then we had a nice pump, and we said what's most likely to happen now is you got to come back and back test. You back tested it, you held it, got rejected now by this, became resistance. That's got a note, and this has the overall look now. And this is an industry exclusive pattern I'm about to develop for you right here. And I'm going to show you just what we look at and identify, sniff out in the tech, and we come up with fancy little names to try to get your, when you come up with a fancy name or something funny, it seems to stick with people. And that's why I try to do this, what I'm about to show you now, as we're making a bold call right here, going out against the herd now, as the herd has jumped onto the hype train, and the hype train that Vincenzo started calling for 15 trading days ago on the 15th or 14th of this month, March of 2022, and Bitcoin has pumped 14%, and the rest of the coins have went up. Bitcoin SV 16%, Ethereum Classic 72%, right? XRP 20%, right? XLM 19%, right? Now everyone's on the hype train, and here's the bold call coming from Vincenzo of the man walking off the cliff, and eventually he's got to come all the way down to our next 100. And that's right, you just heard me correctly. Vincenzo has just put out his next prediction. Put your notes, take your notepads out. Old Vincenzo is putting an official prediction at, I don't know what time it is right now, just after sunset in the greater Bloomington metropolitan area in central Illinois, after we had a trailer, that's right, with a big windstorm with a cold front come through, and you can see we had a trailer in there, because that would have been more on a hell of a bumpy ride. But you can see our next target, get that notepad down. Old Vincenzo's been, for about 15 days, he's been on the pump train. Everyone says old Vincenzo never calls the pumps. Bam! Here's your target that we put out last night. Competition. 69.69 steps ahead of the jabronis, the fleece heisters and shysters, all across the YouTube and the cryptocurrency sphere. Old Vincenzo calls the pumps, calls the dumps. He gets out ahead of it, and he rides the train, right? And that's right. I think we're coming down for a retest of 42,000, right? $890. And then if you can't hold that, eventually this continuation pattern that you've broken out or traded out of, you didn't really break out of, because you would need a big price pump like that here to actually have a breakout. This is more of just trading out of a pattern, right? And this pattern that you're in, as we know, God, is the pattern that we're in, God, I just want to delete this. The pattern that we are in is a rising channel, and those are bullish continuation patterns, but bearish reversal patterns at the top, as that's a simple, basic technical trading rule. And the technical target is the bottom of the wedge. It just so happens to be the bottom of the wedge is all the way down here, right near where this uptrending bottom part of this symmetrical triangle would be, all the way down here. Jesus. All the way down here. Right there. This would be the bottom of the wedge, and that would be your technical target if you can't hold this. So that's a warning I'm giving you. Vincenzo's giving you the first warning when we're up here at upper resistance, when everyone's fat and happy. Old Vincenzo called the pump from the green arrow, and now it's up 16% in XRP and Bitcoin, and everyone's on the hype train, and now Vincenzo's giving you them early warning signs of stop losses need to be in on Bitcoin at this uptrending rising channel at 42,890, because if you break that, you got a big fall coming of 8% or $3,700 in Bitcoin, and that would be catastrophic for any of these pumps like XRP. If you got up into here, say you got to your upper resistance, if Bitcoin comes and falls down and fails that support, XRP is coming down to 63 cents, right? So if you break the 200-day moving average, if you break your uptrending support down here at 75 cents, that's your sell zone in XRP. You can still make this upper target, right? It's descending, so now it's going to be slightly lower at 90 cents, right? You've been watching it since way back there. But if Bitcoin can't hold that rising channel, Bitcoin doesn't have to break down. But I'm just letting you know that when Bitcoin's up here at the top, when everyone's happy, before it's at lower support at 42,000, because that's the call. If you break that 42,000, you're coming down to the bottom of this wedge. And then you got to have a uh-oh moment, because if you break that, you got a huge fall, as we got late season targets way down. Late season 2022 target, $13,336. 69.69% chance of happening. And I'm going to actually live, there's going to be an update to that, because I'm getting even more bullish on that call that this price is going to be by late in this year down there. And I'm giving you the warning signs now on what to look for and what to watch out in case this market starts to slow down. You don't want to be fleece heisted and shysted. It's that $42,890. If you break that uptrending lower support where I think you're coming down to right now, you got a bigger fall coming, right? So pay attention. Giving you the heads up. The same thing with XLM. That's why we have this arrow there at the 21 cents. If you got rejected by that, you're going to get rejected and come back down to this blue ring. But the blue ring is uptrending, so that would bring you at about 13 cents, right? If you can't hold that. And that's why we have that circled and drew out like that, and we've left it like that. And you can see, let's see if it follows the pattern out. And then you got the DGB is trying to continue to pump and get out of the last line of defense to the shithouse and try to get ultimately bullish, right? We'll keep an eye on that. Like, subscribe, and share. Peace and love. Peace and love.